One of the most influential games of the mid-90s is a game called Doom. Doom was highly controversial for its time, but it helped pioneer an entire genre. This show is unscripted, so anything is bound to happen at any time. So buckle up, grab your boomstick, and get ready. I'm Danny, and welcome to the Retro Crash and Burn. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of the Crash and Burn. We are playing Doom today. This game really made a name for itself back in the 90s. It started a revolution. You go to GameStop looking for a game, right? And every other game you see is either a first person or a third person shooter. This was one of the pioneers right here. So this did a lot for gaming. Unfortunately, it had a lot of backlash. For one, it had a big hand in birthing the ESRB rating system, which is basically, you know what that is, M for mature, all that jazz. It also, unfortunately, got blamed for all of the school shootings that happened in the 90s. I don't want to dwell too much on that. I will post a video in the description of Adam Sessler actually tackling. He's on Fox News, right? So he actually tackled the crap out of this subject. So it was right after one of the shootings too, and he just like head-on tackles it without. He does it without bashing anybody, and it's just great. So yeah, I'll put that in the description. Go check that out. It's pretty old. It's like from 2013, I think. But yeah, I got a hell of a story to tell you guys. I just got back from, well, it's been a few days now, but I got back from Killington. And man, I'm going to tell the whole freaking story. I don't know how long the story's going to take, so I'm going to go straight into the music. The band I'm going to play today is called Light the Torch. When you hear the song, you might recognize a voice. The guy singing is Howard Jones, formerly of Killswitch Engage. Really badass singer. As soon as I get to a safe spot here, which I'm playing on ultra violent, that difficulty. I'm gonna play a song. It's called "Calm Before the Storm" on the Crash and Burn. Enjoy.
You can never burn the stain away.
And that was Light the Torch with Calm Before the Storm. Hope you liked it. Really heavy, really fast. Alright, so Killington, holy shit. It was quite the adventure. Yeah, I've been training my ass off for it, right? I've been doing 12 milers every Saturday. I may have told you about that once or twice. But yeah, I did that for about 6 weeks or so. So we fly in. We fly into Boston, and this is my first time ever at Boston. So the place is gorgeous. The roads kind of suck, but other than that, you know, it's a really nice place. We went and saw a couple of battleships. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. One was the USS Constitution, which looked a lot like a pirate ship. So I really enjoyed that, touring that place. And one of the coolest things we went and saw was we only saw it for a few minutes, or really more like a split second. We didn't plan the vacation too well because we were so busy training. We were supposed to go see Salem, but that didn't happen because we decided it'd be better if we just went to Portland, Maine, and just enjoyed that. Again, I'm trying not to die here. Trying to talk and oh shit balls. But yeah, we drove by Cheers. Yes, the Cheers. Didn't go inside it, sadly, but we drove by it. It was really neat just seeing that. Yeah, we went to our hotel that night, and then we got out and went to Portland, Maine before actually going to Killington. We saw a bunch of lighthouses. We saw there were lighthouses everywhere, and it was so cool. Toured a couple of them. It was just so neat. Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm dying. I'm hurting. I don't like it. I'm the dumbass who put it on like super tough. It's kind of the only way to play it though. There's bad guys and shit all over the place to mess with you. But yeah, I had lobster for the first time. Oh my god, lobster is amazing. Never had lobster. I never knew what all the fuss was about until then. It was like a lobster roll. I didn't crack open a lobster or whatever, and but it's like a lobster on a little bun. Oh, so good. It was in Maine too, so if I ever have a lobster roll again, it's not going to be the same because Maine is like I don't know where the fuck I'm going. not that way. Gotcha. But yeah, Maine is like lobster, does with lobster like Memphis does the barbecue. I mean, if that gives you an idea. Holy hell. It's the best thing that was the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Yep, I said it. But yeah, so we get to the race Saturday. For one, I have a start time of 11, so there's a cutoff time of 9 p.m. and so I know how tough this race is, so I know that I gotta book it pretty. Oh, it's not the level I thought it was. Damn. I played this a time or two. So my buddy Matt, he runs the Ultra, so he starts at, we both get up at like 4:30 something in the morning. He starts his race first. I go cheer him on. And I go try to get a little nap, but I never go to sleep. We got this little ski lodge over there at the venue. Really cool. You can just hang out and be warm and stuff. It's another thing about Vermont. It's cold. It's like Memphis, but the opposite. Felt really nice to have to not be burning to death. But yeah, so I determined beforehand I'd set some goals. I wanted to be at the 4-mile marker in 2 hours. I wanted to be at the 8-mile marker in 4 hours. I wanted to be at the 12-mile marker in 6 hours. And I wanted to finish in 8 hours. I didn't know how realistic that was. Matt just shaking his head like, So apparently that wasn't too realistic. So he's actually raced Killington before. Oh, I need a rocket launcher. So I don't start till 11 o'clock, so I had plenty of time to prepare. I just walked around, mingled around with people, met a few people, saw some people that I've raced with before, and chatted it up with everybody. Just enjoyed my time. It was the calm before the storm. See what I did there? So yeah, we get ready to start, and guess what it does? It starts raining. Like, every day was sunny in Vermont except for Saturday. And let me tell you, it rained all day. Well, the sun came out once during the swim, but yeah, right before we get going, it starts coming down. Great, we got that going up against us. So one of the easiest obstacles I do is the monkey bars. That was the third obstacle. I get to that. We get up the first hill. I'm like, okay, I'm doing good now. There's some trail. Those 12 milers are starting to work their magic, and I get to the third obstacle. First couple obstacles are just like some walls. So yeah, I get up to the monkey bars and I slip right off like the second one. So already I'm kind of in a bad mood because that's an obstacle that I know how to do really well. Thanks to my friend Joanna. She taught me how to do it, and I've never had trouble with it ever since. But I slipped right off of it, and it made me mad. So I had to do some burpees. Then slip wall was up soon after. The ground was so soggy because we just did the dunk wall. I burpeed out of that because the ropes were like halfway up already, so I ended up burpeeing off of that. That really sucks. Long story short, I did so many burpees. All these obstacles I normally don't have trouble with, I had all the trouble on the planet. So I did a shitload of burpees. Oh my goodness. There's this really cool obstacle called it was basically a full swim down at the river. There's this bridge about halfway through it that you climb up this little rope ladder, and then there's these little ropes hanging. It's called the Tarzan swing. I failed it, sadly, but it was a really cool obstacle. It's got these oh shit. It's got these little ropes at the top of it. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to swing off of them and hit this cowbell. Well, I hung on for like a few seconds. I was like, oh fuck. And I just dropped down into the water. I had to do a penalty lap. Had to swim extra if you failed the obstacle instead of doing burpees. But it was cool. It was a fun little obstacle. I enjoyed being in the water. It wasn't that cold. Yeah, despite all the burpees and the penalty laps and all that, my first goal, I got to the 4-mile marker right at the 2-hour mark. I'm like, yes! So, I don't remember too terribly much of the second part of it. It's a little blurry. I will say I did witness one thing that happened. There's this obstacle called the bender, which is basically a little ladder type thing. There's little metal bars and they make kind of a ladder. Hard to explain. I'll probably have a picture of it for you. There you go. You know, if you've watched an episode of this before, you know how I do things. I throw pictures up. Anyway. So, by the way, I failed this one, by the way, too. Slippery and shit. So yeah, I watched this girl get up to the top of it, and she slipped up, and she fell off. Luckily, there's some padding on the bottom. But it was some scary shit though. I was like, oh my god. 100 and something to 53. Anyway, she got up, cried a little bit, went and did her burpees. She had a friend with her. I think she was doing like the teamwork approach, which I don't have a huge problem with. If it's a Spartan race, is kind of what you want it to be. If you want it to be a team effort, you can do that if that's what you want to do. Yeah, this chick did her freaking burpees, man. Just got up there. She was crying a little bit. She got up there like a champ and just started. This girl finished the race too, man. Oh, spoiler alert! I finished the race. If you saw it, you see it on Facebook. I made it through, but my God, was it epic! I don't remember. I really don't remember much else from miles 4 through 8. I want to say that big mudslide was before mile 8. I missed my goal by about 30 minutes, which, all things considered, that's not so bad. Now, at mile 8 is where it got really hard. If you've been following this on Facebook, you may have heard the term Death March. Oh my God, like a picture will not do this justice. You just look up in the sky and all you see you see this mountain pass. It's really steep and it goes up into the clouds. And the clouds is like the halfway point. I mean, it took a long time to get up there and it wore your ass out. Granted, it's kind of said to be kind of the worst one. It's like a mile. It's like a mile and a half straight up. And man, the view really wasn't. It was misty the whole time too. So. Now that I think about it, I think that big mudslide was right after the Death March. Oh yeah, and somewhere there was like an 8-foot wall in between miles 4 and 8 somewhere, and I came down really hard off of it, and I think that's where I hurt my leg. Yeah, I got to a point where I couldn't run anymore because my leg was hurting, and that is not fun. It was Oh shit. Ooh, that almost went south. But yeah, I get to we get through that part. We get to the death march. It took a long time. We go all the way down this freaking mudslide. That thing's just as epic. When you go up a mountain, you have to eventually come down it. So. So we're wore out from the death march, right? And it takes forever to get down. It's like this jungle maze. So I've taken this really, I don't know what to call it. You know, we got the death march, right? And yeah, sorry, I was killing things. So yeah, there's this, going down took a long time because we had to, it was a very treacherous path, little trail. You gotta be really careful going down a trail because one wrong step, you can get hurt really easily, especially when it's got mud all over the place. Trying not to slip and fall but yeah, my leg was hurting so bad. I was one slip away from like being injured. Kind of like in Doom where you got like 3 health and you don't know what's around the corner. I was moving that thing, I was navigating so slow and so carefully. So we get to like mile 12. I did not meet that goal. Going up hills, still climbing a lot. Really tired. It occurs to me that I've been up since 4 in the morning and that starts wearing on me. And yeah, I get on top of a hill. There's this chick standing up. She looks upset. Well, hey, you okay? You got this. You know, she's crying and shit. I'm like, you hurt? She's like, no, I just have anxiety. I'm like, oh, hey, we're almost done. Because the map said there was only 13 miles. right? More on that later. I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this. Yeah, I try to motivate I sit there and I try to motivate this girl. Like, she didn't want to climb anymore. She got tired of going uphill. I'm like, come on, I don't want to climb it up either. I'm hurt and stuff too, but you know, we got this. You know, we're close. You know, we got like a mile to go. You know, right? So we keep. You know, I keep her hand. She met one of her friends too. She's like, we're trying to help each other out. You know, and she'd get a little further and she'd start crying. I don't want to go anymore. I'm like, come on, you got this, you know. There's another, you know, one of those little treacherous jungle-y areas. I don't know what to call them. So I scout ahead. I navigate through that. You know, that takes a little while to get through. And then we get to a clearing, and I see another freaking death march, and I just take off because at that point I knew that girl wasn't gonna make it. There was nothing else I could really do, and I felt bad for a bit, you know. But I don't feel too bad because I did what I could, you know. I had to get myself to the finish line because we were starting to run out of time, and it was starting to get dark. So I had to throw our headlamps on. Thinking we're almost done, right? And we get so we climb that death march all the way up and go all the way down. And what's funny is you go start going downhill and your feet start going it's like you're running without moving your feet. It's like they're moving on their own down this hill. And I'm sure getting mad, like, stop fucking moving. But next thing I know, it's like 8 o'clock. And we haven't got to the bottom of this hill yet. And damn, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I'm just running around circles here. I'm sorry, I don't know where I'm going here. I thought I'd beat this episode. Oh, hang on, maybe I'll go this way. Hey! Not the exit, but hell yeah. Yeah, it's getting dark. Oh, and by the way, I was expecting my buddy Matt to pass me at some point. And all these ultras keep passing me. And at this point, I'm like, oh my God, I don't think Matt made it. He's a badass athlete. So just to think that he didn't make it was just kind of disturbing. Granted, he did the ultra. But he trained his ass off harder than I did. Still don't know where I'm going. But yeah, I'm clutching my leg so hard going down hill. We just did that second death march of death, and we're going down so slow, and all I know is I'm starting to run out of time because the cutoff's at 9 o'clock, and you don't make it, you don't cross the finish line by 9 o'clock. You're not going home with a medal. So we get all the way down this thing. And we get, and then we look up, and there. Now we got about an hour left. It's about 8 o'clock. The sun's down. Our headlamps are on, and I do not. By the way, side note, I do not like Spartan's version of almost done. We were quote unquote almost done for like 3 hours. I do not like that one bit. I'm like, so we're past the 13-mile mark. We should be almost done, right? Well, we get down, we turn the corner, there's another fucking death march. It's past 8 o'clock, so I look up this thing, and like I've pretty much lost hope at this point. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm not gonna make it. This is bad. But I wasn't going down without a fight. So I start running up this fucking mountain. I mean, it's not as big a death march as the first one, but my god, it was a long one. I was screaming, cussing, crying, trying to get up this thing as fast as I could. So my buddy Matt finally passes me. I'm like, hey, buddy. It didn't sound like that, I don't think. But, oh my god. The most big thing, we still got like 5 more obstacles to do. Holy shit, dude. So we get everything. I was running on pure adrenaline at this point. It got really steep toward the top of it, which I could not see the top of it. Next thing I knew, I was up at the top of the damn thing. And thank God that was just a slippery slope too, because if it was another jungle, I don't know. But I jumped on my ass and just butt slid all the way down that mountain. It was epic. I caught up to my buddy Matt. I was kind of tailing him pretty good. I dive over the freaking cargo net. We didn't have to do the sandbag carry. We just had to go up the hill. They nerfed it for us at the end. We were pretty thankful because something tells me I would have still got it. I was running off of like adrenaline and like sheer willpower. But yeah, we get through the sandbag carry, quote unquote. And after that, there's a couple more obstacles, and I did burpees at the very end of it, and crossed the finish line. It was a very emotional moment. I posted a picture on Facebook of literally like a minute after I finished it, and it was my little Danny face, right? You know, throw the devil horns up and stick my tongue out. You know that one. I looked like I was throwing up. It was like everyone's talking about it. I love it. But yeah, we made it 15 minutes. Literally like 15 minutes to the cutoff. Epic finish, epic effort, and you know we're still talking about it on Facebook. My words are not doing this justice at all. It was just beyond epic, and I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of Matt. Matt's proud of me. I'm proud of him for doing the ultra. We did it, man. I sat down and like cried for a minute. We almost didn't make it. I mean, we trained our asses off. We worked our asses off, and it was paying off for a bit. And we barely made it. Killington lived up to its name, and it's like the biggest it's the greatest accomplishment I'm probably ever going to do with this sport. Yeah, it was a journey indeed. We were so tired, we were so wore out, but we were happy. But yeah, that there is the we came home, flew home, and it was pretty. Oh shit! Am I on? Something about the ride home, you know, after doing something like that, it's just. Shit. But yeah, I got Nashville in about 4 weeks. It'll be a walk in the park compared to what I just did, but we'll keep training for it and be prepared for it all the same. But yeah, Hope you enjoyed the story. I'm going to do one more song from Light the Torch. Hope you like this one. It's a little softer, but still really heavy. This band is also on the Octane Accelerator tour with Ice 9 Kills. That last episode's featured band. Just FYI, I kind of want to see both those bands live. But yeah, this song is called Die Alone on the Crash and Burn. Enjoy.
And every day I curse the sunrise. There's nothing in the shadows, and you will be the one to die alone. Forgive me when I fall, and I will be the one to die alone. And every day I fear the sunrise. There's nothing in the shadows, and you will be the one to die alone. Forgive me when I fall, and I will be the one to die alone. For every broken soul, for every broken face, for everything that's died inside me. There's nothing in the shadows, and you will be the one to die alone. Forgive me when I fall, and I will be the one to die alone. There's nothing in the shadows, and you will be the one to die alone. Forgive me when I fall, and I will be the one to die alone. For every broken face, for everything that's died inside me.
And that was Light the Torch with Die Alone. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm about to wrap it up here in a minute. I'm going to see if I can beat this level first. Thank you guys for watching. We found this blue door. I just passed it somewhere. Shit. it might just die. I don't know. This is where I got the rocket launcher. There we go, found it. Watch where I point this thing. So I'm sitting here looking at the time. I don't have much left. Boom! Alright. Well, that's going to be it for this episode of the Crash and Burn. I hope you're enjoying this. I know not many people are watching it, but that's okay. I hope you enjoyed the story. It means a lot to me if you're listening to this. Spartan is such a good sport. It's been so good to me. It's done a lot for me, and I'd highly recommend doing a Spartan race. I don't recommend Killington if you've never done it before, so I will say that. Yeah, if you're interested, just talk to me. I'll tell you what I know. And until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time.